Thanks for your support today. I'm so relieved everything worked out. But I keep thinking about how I lost my cool earlier. When Toshiro said we couldn't afford to act recklessly back there, deep down, I knew he was right. Despite that, I really tore into him. And now I regret what I said.
You should probably say that to Toshiro.
You're right, but I'm finding it hard to process all my thoughts. I understand where Toshiro is coming from. I really do. If I go down, so does the rebellion. I know that much at least. But it feels like my heart's pulling me in another direction. Like it's screaming that I'll regret it if I run away. That's weird, right? Being more afraid of running away than fighting.
Not pretty standard anime. I know how you feel.
Really? I didn't expect that. I figured you were... Who's there? Show yourself!
It's just me! Please, don't attack me!
Toshiro?
First, let me just say, I absolutely did not come here with the intention of eavesdropping.
That being said, once I got here, I was like, you know, maybe I should do some eavesdropping.
When I found the two of you, you were already deep in discussion, so I missed my window to join in. All that about your feeling bad and wanting to apologize. I swear it was merely coincidence that I heard it.
That's classic Toshiro right there.
Huh? And what's that supposed to mean? At any rate, I was looking for you with this fellow because he wanted to speak with you.
So sorry for interrupting. I just wanted a moment of your time so I could express my gratitude for your bravery. Thank you so very much for saving my life.
Ah, don't sweat it. All I did was what's obviously the right thing.
Only you could say that so casually.
Chat, do you think that the rebels taste good? I've just been thinking about the fact that they were literally baked into a cake. Like, even if you're trying to show that you're a monster, you would never ruin the integrity of a cake. Just for that, right? Like, you could just, like put them up on spikes or something around the cake, or, like, put them on the candles of the cake, but they were, like, baked into the cake. So, do you, like, they've gotta taste good, right? What do you think they taste like? And does the, like, flavor of them change based on what color they are?
But I do finally see why the Rebel Corps will follow you to the ends of the earth. I must admit, I envy your courage. Although there are times you can be as stubborn as a mule.
Ah, that makes sense. And you remind me of a sloth. Or a turtle. Or maybe a snail.
Okay, enough examples. You're getting cruel. I'm well aware that I lack any combat skills, and that my legs are always trembling when I'm on the battlefield. However, that doesn't mean I'm completely useless. Not to brag, but I'm confident that I possess the wits to survive adversities far better than many other people.
Like our advisor? 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 Who is our advisor? Or are we saying that Toshiro is our advisor? This sentence confuses me. Right? Because it seems like he's saying not to brag, but I'm confident I can do so and so. And then he says, like our advisor. To me, that's saying like, oh, like our advisor, you are similar to our advisor. Not, oh, you are our advisor. But I think he means it the second way. Not to brag, huh? Just because the first sentence doesn't make sense to me.
I meant that it's certainly not the coolest sounding role, but I can confidently hold my own as a strategist. It's a role that allows me to contribute to your cause and fight alongside you in my own way.
Toshiro.
Just as you have your own convictions, I have mine. I refuse to let anyone die under my watch. That applies to you too.
Thank you. I understand what you're saying.
You don't really have to worry about Erina dying. She took a bullet to the stomach and was just like, eh, whatever.
From here on out, I'll treat you as a comrade, not a liability.
Thank you. I'll be sure to treat you similarly. From here on out, we're in this together.
You said it. We're in this together.
Oh, I just remembered. I do have one piece of good news to share.
I found more hair gel.
I asked the fellow we rescued for information about the prison he was in. Based on the details he gave me on the terrain and the guards' posts, I've devised a potential strategy for infiltration.
Really?
Yes, I'll share the details with everyone once we've reconvened as a group. Until then, though, I suggest we join them in getting some rest. I'm sure you two are downright bushed.
Look at Joker's left arm. You could, like, bite it off. It looks like a dog's chew toy.
You're right. Let's do that. And thanks for hearing me out, Joker. You should rest up, too.
How does the mask stay on his head like that? Also, where are we all sleeping? You quests?
All right, come
No
back again
quests,
later.
Rip. Replay cleared stages. Do you have quests here? Oh my goodness. That was a sick transition. From the replay menu, you can re-engage in battles you've already won. In addition to earning experience and money, you can also pursue any awards you did not attain your first success. Replay battles whenever you need strengthening your party for an upcoming fight. Can I do quests, though? Quests? Yeah, here we go. It was this one, right? Stealing classified info. Can I not do it again, though? How do I do it again? Is that not a... Can you not redo them? Why would they let you redo all of the, like, normal missions, but not also redo the quests? That's so stupid. This is very dumb. Do I need to do any Velvet Room stuff? Also, this game does not seem to have the log, by the way.
Being tested.
Or I've not found the button for it. Because when the thing was fast forwarding in that stupid quest mission, and then I was trying, and I got mad, I was like, oh, how do I find the log? So I hit like options to see if it would open the log, and that just skipped everything immediately instead. And will you shut up, Lavenza? I'm trying to talk. But I got like really annoyed as soon as it did that, and that's why I was just like, all right, well, I'm just skipping all of it then if you're gonna be garbage. But a Persona game not having the log is kind of cringe, as the kids would say. It's like very annoying, because that's one of the best things about Persona is that you always have the log ready to go. Yuxini, huh? Increases damage dealt when target is attacked from behind. Kinda meh. Kinda meh. Shikioji is Paperboy, right? It is. Decreases damage received for rest of turn if attacked twice. Eh. Has only come up in like one match we've done, I feel like. Makami. Decreases damage received from targets 4 or more squares away. Interesting. Let's just hold off on fusing for now.
What would you like to do? Until next time.
Until next time. All right, well, honestly, let's just commence the mission then.
So,
all right, everyone, gather around. Let me fill you in on what we've learned about Marie's current security setup. After the hullabaloo at the plaza, Marie is even more desperate to capture us.
Yes.
Considering her pride, I'll bet she's hoping to make examples out of us. But, so we're the hottest gang in town again. Doesn't that make it tougher for us to strike? As a matter of fact, I believe we can use this situation to our advantage.
actually,
You see, Marie has been redirecting her troops all over in her efforts to find us. A fair portion of the Legionnaires have been moved deep into the city, which means
so that's
security around the prison must be stretched rather thin at the moment. Between guarding a prison and making us her prisoners, I believe Marie is much more invested in the latter. That means if we wish to pull more soldiers away from our target location, our plan should be handing you over to Marie. Luring the enemy far. No, wait, I want to say this. This is funny. Handing you over to Marie. That's not funny. Just imagine what she might do to me. Actually, strike that.
What?
Can't tell kids to imagine something like that, Toshiro. Please tell me you were joking, Kurusu. Wait, why are all of you looking at me like that?
Is that...
Can we get back on topic? You're saying we'll need to create some sort of diversion, yes? Right, that's correct. We'll designate a decoy unit to gain as much attention from Marie's army as possible. Eventually, the guards at the prison will be ordered to give chase as well, and that's when we'll strike. This plan requires splitting into 2 units. One will lure the opposing forces away, and the other will release the imprisoned rebels.
However...
Just a sec. Isn't this plan a bit too risky for the decoy group? Once enough of Marie's soldiers are after them, they're basically guaranteed to get caught. Well, not if they're gamers.
Not quite.
That's why we'll establish an escape route for them well beforehand, complete with a trap for any pursuing Legionnaires. That'll allow the decoy group to not only escape capture, but to set their pursuers up for their own demise as well. And if they can be contained in that area, the other group will join in on the attack after liberating the prisoners.
Yes.
A strategy built around our weakness so it works in our favor, eh? It's a bit of a gamble, but you can count me in. First things, who's gonna be the decoy? Toshiro, you're up. He is fast when running away, although I could totally see him screwing up and getting busted. Nonsense. I would never fail my own strategy. I'd run out of stamina and get caught that way well beforehand. Not sure why he's being smug about that, but okay. All that's to say, I'm obviously out of the question when it comes to decoy duty. Instead, I'd like to task that to Erina. Me? You know the terrain better than anyone else here, and your rebel corps will be instrumental to the plan as well. Lastly, you already have the one thing a decoy needs for success, the courage to face an overwhelming enemy without fear. Huh, well, thanks for the compliment. Yo, if we need a decoy, get my boy Shoyo Hinata in here. They won't be able to lay a finger on him.
Ah,
You can count on me, Toshiro. Then it's settled. The decoy group will be Erina and the Rebel Corps. Regarding our escape route and trap setup, I'll hammer that out with Sakura-kun after this.
Say,
Sound good, everyone? Let's do it. Yes, I'm sure this will succeed. If we work together, Marie's army will be no match for us. Akira, make sure you're fully prepared before heading out. We'll commence the operation at your order. I'm gonna go for 4 hours today, chat. New talking, Futaba and Toshiro's strategy. I should probably spend some money on weapons now that I think about it. I've been ignoring that.
well, that's...
Considering the terrain, it may be better to place the traps around here instead. Ah, that makes sense. Then Erina can escape using this route instead of going the long way.
Heyo!
Ah, hey Mona, hey Akira. Toshiro and I are just hammering out the decoy strategy. How's it turning out? We're still in the middle of strategizing, but our efforts are certainly improving odds so far.
Yep.
There's absolutely no room for error. The pressure's certainly on now. I must say, it's been quite a while since I've racked my brain this much. I think I might be close to burning out. Would you mind fixing me a cup of coffee, Kurusu? Hook me up too, and I wouldn't mind some curry while you're at it. A large, please. Does curry come in like small, medium, large? Is that a thing that curry does? Did you already forget we're not actually in a real restaurant?
Yep.
I gotta say though, we really have to hand it to this old timer. Wait a minute, do you guys not have a source of like food at all? He's not just sharp, he has strong intuition too. Not only that, he's already familiar with everyone's strong points and skill sets. I may look like an old timer to you kids, but you need to remember, I'm one of the youngest Diet members.
Still.
Regardless, I shall accept your compliment with grace. Harnessing my intellect for strategies like this is definitely my forte.
Whoa!
You're just like me, a bookworm with brains is their best weapon. Oh, I'd say I'm just a normal fellow who scores a bit above the crowd. I'm nowhere near your level of genius. I mean, you were the one responsible for that broadcast hijacking at the end of the year, weren't you? That's top secret. All I'll say is don't underestimate the OG Medjed. Think you can keep up with me, old-timer?
Oh.
Ha! You'd best not sell me short either. My greatest skill is my ability to escape any danger, usually by making myself entirely unnoticeable.
Oh.
Weird bragging point for a politician to make. All right, we don't have all day. Let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Right, time to wrap up the ultimate ambush. So far, we have Erina running along this route, which will force the enemy to move that way to this point. Hang on, that's a blind spot there, so what if we redirected them the other way right into it? They work surprisingly well together. Futaba seems like she's able to chat with them normally too.
Ah.
We should be fine leaving this up to them. Let's focus on prepping for battle instead. Excuse me, Kurusu. Please don't forget our orders. Also, I wouldn't mind a slice of cake on the side with mine. Is the cake made out of the rebels? Aw, me too. Curry, 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 cake, cake, cake. There's no source of food in this world other than the rebels. That's the only way you can achieve sustenance, is by eating them. Sheesh, I guess you've got other orders first. All right, which one of the rebels are we gonna turn into curry? Prep. Skills. No one really has a lot of GP right now other than the cats. We might be forced to use the cat for quests or something at some point, so I should put some thought into what I'm doing with him. Chance to knock down target unit when performing a melee. Lucky Punch is pretty good. Yeah, let's work towards it. Yeah, I think we're just good. Let's go. Commence the operation.
Show your faces, rebel core!
I refuse. Is it cannibalism if a rebel eats another rebel? Yes, obviously. But it's not cannibalism if we eat the little rebel dudes, because they're not our species. Chaos immediately forgot to buy weapons. Hey, Wolfen, shut up! You're not supposed to point out my flaws. How could you?
This place is crawling with Legionnaires. If we get any closer, we'll be spotted too early.
What if we eat the cat? It'd probably give you some awful indigestion. I want to send the cat to a scrapyard because the cat is a bus and then scrap him for parts. We can like turn him into utensils or something that we use to eat the rebels.
Erina, do you copy?
Yes, just arrived at the starting point.
We'll kick things off the moment I give the signal. First, let the enemy make visual contact, but keep your distance. Follow the predetermined route, making sure to activate the traps along the way. If you can keep Marie's army at bay for the entire pursuit, the mission's guaranteed to succeed.
Roger that.
All right, commencing operation in 3, 2, 1. Go!
Hey, you there!
Ah, they've found us! What terrible luck!
Oh, you're as good at acting as On is. Good to know.
Whatever shall we do now?
It's the rebel core. The rebel core is here. Surround them. Capture them. Get them now.
No! This is the last thing we wanted to happen.
Your acting's even worse than Panther's, but it doesn't seem to matter. You've got this, Erina.
So am I actually playing Arena's section here? I am, okay. Haru and Makoto left the party, no! Reach the target.
Enemy reinforcements. This'll be a breeze.
Hi there.
Here I go.
All right, I should have looked at what the bonuses were. Well, I want to get as far from this guy as I can while keeping some cover.